Fentanyl was the #1 cause of overdoses in Kentucky last year, but there's a medicine that can reverse those effects.
WDRB's Addie Shaney spoke to one woman whose daughter would still be alive if she had access to Narcan.
Morgan was a beautiful redheaded girl. She was full of life. And I have a lot of people that'll write me stories from her from high school and stuff and say, I was the new girl and Morgan accepted me and invited me to sit at the lunch table.
When Morgan Lewis was 23, she experimented with cocaine at a friend's house. Morgan didn't know the cocaine was laced with fentanyl.
My husband got the phone call. We were very shocked.
By the time EMS arrived, it was too late for Narcan to save her. If the medication was in the house, Morgan would probably still be alive.
I would do anything to save my child.
February marks 2 years since Morgan died. A butterfly on Laura's neck, a constant reminder of her daughter. Morgan's bedroom virtually untouched. In 2022, fentanyl was the #1 cause of overdose deaths in Kentucky, found in more than 72%.
What an opiate does is it compromises the lungs.
Sharita Walden is the executive director of the Kentucky Harm Reduction Coalition. She says Narcan gives the ability to breathe again during an opioid overdose.
If this is the opioid receptor, there's an opioid sitting on top of it. When the Narcan comes into the system, it kicks it off and it sits right there.
To recognize an overdose, look for blue or grayish lips and fingernails. Watch their breathing, make sure it's not shallow or raspy, and check if they have clammy or sweaty skin. If you suspect someone is overdosing, call 911, start CPR, and administer Narcan.
But it's important that you have the actual Narcan stem for the nasal up inside of the nasal passage so you can get the medication in there.
Morgan's mom now sharing the stories of lives that were saved by Narcan through her nonprofit, Morgan's Mission.
Every household, every person needs Narcan.
She's calling it the Narcan Project.
Narcan saves lives, and we all deserve the chance to change no matter how many times it takes.
Using Morgan's life that was taken far too soon to save others.
To spread awareness and education so other parents don't have to go through what we're going through.
You can get Narcan for free at the Kentucky Harm Reduction Coalition. You can also buy it over the counter at most pharmacies. It could save a life like Morgan's. With photojournalist Brian Manuel, Addie Shaney, WDRB News.